Hi friends, it's Audrey and Dave here and welcome back to 1824 Walker Farmhouse. We accomplished so many things last week. I just decided we're going to do this video in the vlog style and we're just going to take you along with us and have fun with it. On Sunday, we had our Allegheny Township Historical Society meeting, and our friends Kathy and Dick Starr, they hosted it at their camp, but I call it a house. This is Dick here. He made this all logs from trees, recycled materials. It's just so beautiful. I love the saddle on the beam there. They got wood from floors from buildings that were being demolished. This beautiful chandelier, I believe, was from a hotel, and it's very old and vintage. The hotel was like from the 1890s. The house has 4 bedrooms, 3 dining areas, 2 kitchens, 3 baths. Dick just did an amazing job. Antique quilts in the house. This one I just thought was so beautiful. This is the master bedroom, and the quilt in this room is extra special. Kathy made it while she was going through chemotherapy when she had cancer. So this is really a beautiful, beautiful quilt for her. There's one of the bathrooms, the master bathroom. Everything is just so beautiful in the house. The outside was so beautiful too. It was just such a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much, Kathy and Dick, for having us. We really enjoyed it. David got lots of blacksmith orders done. We had a beautiful week weather-wise here on the farm. We had a rainbow one day, and 2 of my friends called and texted and said, "Look, the rainbow's over your farm." It was absolutely gorgeous. And I love to see the sun up on the hill. Can you see it up there? It's just shining up on the hill. It looks so beautiful. The most exciting thing this week is that we finished our pantry. This pantry has been a work in progress for I don't know how many years. At one time I was into primitives and I had it all like a buttery, but when we moved over the house, the Walker house to our property, I really needed a room with function. Now this used to be under the eaves, and when Dave added on a room, he straightened this room out. He built me new shelves. I painted them. There's like a place for everything. I have my glass containers for leftovers. I try to stay away from plastic, but somebody gave me these as a gift, and I absolutely love those plastic lids. And yes, those are flower frogs. When I have company, I make little signs of what the menu is and stick it in the flower frog. I don't have too many canned goods. We don't can. If we get vegetables, and we just freeze everything. My freezer's full. And then I have extra my cookbooks, and I have a few baskets. I keep the grandkids' plates in them. David was so kind. He put in a little ironing board. I have a big one by my sewing machine, but I love this one that's in the wall. And the cupboards, they're from the 70s. They're original kitchen. There's nothing wrong with them. They're nice wooden ones. We took them out of our kitchen when we redid our kitchen a little bit, and I painted them. This color green, though, doesn't look right in the picture. It's like a lighter green. I had to turn some lights out. It was like glaring in there, so sorry for that. I'm not a professional, and we just try our best with the audio and the colors. We took our microwave out of the kitchen. We had 2 above the stove, and they kept breaking, so that's just an old one that we had around, but it's in good use. And it's my little tea area when my friends come. I have different teas, and I have my tea cozy there. Put it on a tray. It's just so easy to get to. I'm just loving how organized it all is. I don't know if you've been in a house for a while. You know, sometimes you put stuff where you like it, and then you move it around again, and so I'm hoping this is like the last time we do it, but I just love it. And I have this really big pegboard in there too that we put our berry buckets there in the corner. And that's my little Tasha Tudor print. I put a couple Tasha Tudor prints in there. So they're in the pictures of her buttery, so it looks nice. And my dehydrator, we decided we used to keep it down in our basement. We brought it up. We love it there. I can plug it in there, or I can take it in the kitchen. And of course, that's our dog area and a place for our flags, my aprons, my bags for when I go shopping. I like to keep a gathering basket close by, ready to go. And Dave made me this counter. It's all out of recycled things that we had. We had beadboard from a project, and the countertop he made from wood that we had. And I'm just tickled. I just love it. Underneath, I have all my extra kitchen plates and different things that I just don't put out all year round, like seasonal. I decided to keep a couple doors off just to have that open shelving look. I like it a lot. I use these dishes. They were my grandma's. And then over on this side is the buckets, the aprons. It's very functional. These are the things that we use all the time. Our hats. And then I do have the dog leashes handy. I actually have a sheep holder. That's my apron with our logo on it. The sheep holders, in case one of the sheep get loose, then they're ready, available to get. Being that it was under the eaves, Dave did put in a new floor. He put a wooden floor in, and he also put in a wooden ceiling. It's a little tricky to work with. You know, nothing's ever even. And our house used to be a horse barn, so it's not like it's a new house and everything's plumb and level. Back there in the corner where the dehydrator is, we were thinking of putting like a window, but second thought, I really like hanging the herbs and flowers up on the dolly made, and so I nixed that idea. And this dolly made, I just love it. Absolutely love it. I like to cook and bake a lot, and I have a million towels when we're done, so I dry them up on the dolly made before I take them down to put them in the washing machine. I absolutely I can't tell you how much I love this. I use it for herbs, for flowers, for towels. The other day, that was a wonderful thing that we accomplished this week. We got most of the herbs picked, dried, hung up. I hang them up in here. Also, I put them up in our old shop. I dry them, I freeze them. It takes a day just to do, both of us, just to do our herbs, but I absolutely love it. I've had an herb garden most of my life, so it's really special to me. We've seen a lot of buck come out of the woods too this past week, so that was fun to watch. And I got a wonderful delivery in the mail. I follow Gathered in Dairy, Deary, that's Dairy, Idaho, on Instagram, and she has the most beautiful fabrics. I have so many craft ideas for these. Also, I might make some drapes. Look at the mushrooms with the fairies. Oh my gosh. I was just in my glory when these came. Look how darling this is. Oh my goodness. I was just so happy. It was better in person than even what I saw online. Look how darling. I can't find fabrics or ribbons like this anywhere. So it's just so nice to have a source that I can go to. Look how beautiful the ribbons are. Our mornings have been absolutely beautiful. I actually like the fog in the air. It just has a different sense of autumn and September. Good morning, Duke. Are you coming outside? Coming out? Come on out. Good morning. Well, as you could see, Duke didn't want to come out, and I don't know what that's about. It's not like he's a puppy, but all of a sudden, he takes a little coaxing to get outside. Did you ever have a dog do that? Let me know.
We are on our way for a ride through the country and antiquing, so come along.
And did you know the young people call it thrifting?
They do.
But we've always called it antiquing.
I guess we're not as young as them.
I love to be driving and to see children playing. Our first stop was Time Works. It's in Schmittsburg, Pennsylvania. It's by an Amish community. I did find something there for myself that I really liked. And then we went to Yoder's Antique Mall and I found some things there. I'll share that in the next video. Look at this. I bought this print. I've been loving it. I think it's just so precious. And a couple of you asked for the recipe for the pizza. This is frozen sauce and the cheese. I'll put that in my description. I should have thought of that, I guess, earlier when you put something, but in my last video I had pizza and a couple of you emailed and asked for the recipe, so I'll put it in this description. Well, that's pretty much our week. We also ended up going to Ohio for a day, and on the sheep news, Oliver is really well. Colleen had a little spell. We don't know what that was about, but she's doing really good now. We really appreciate you following along. Next time, I think it would be fun that you would meet Anne and see what antiques we brought home. And I also would love to show you how I made my pumpkin-shaped bread. Thanks so much for coming along, and I hope to see you real soon.